Saboo, CEO of EarlySalary. I think the introduction is well known, but I would like to define him as a dynamic person with robust background in the financial service sector. You name the domain, and I think he has done it, and that's the reason he's called as CEO of Five. And if you know him for the experience, he has done risk, analytics, finance, and every other domain for the financial sector. So a warm welcome for Mr. Vimal Saboo.
Thank you.
So I'll quickly start the fireside chat with the 5 questions on the 15 minutes run. The first, Mr. Vimal sir, to you is, Five started by addressing short-term credit needs of the young professional. How has that customer evolved over time, and how have been Five adapted to stay relevant?
So thanks. So the Five is started around 10 years back, and we started with one single product in mind. That whenever the customer during the month and they run out of money, how do we solve that problem? Is what we started with. But over a period of time, we realized that customers, the needs are also changing. Earlier, we were giving 10,000 rupees ticket size loan, and now as we moved up the layer, we started increasing the ticket size as well as the tenure. And so now we give close to 1,300 crore disbursal every month, and we do average ticket size is close to 1 lakh of rupee. That's what we have. And now average tenure also, we earlier we used to give one single month bullet payment, and now it is almost like we go up to 24 to 36 month EMI as well. So I think so ticket size has improved, as well as the customer segment. We still cater to the young mid-income professionals. That's the customer segment which we started with, and we still continue to cater to the same segment.
Oh, fine. That was beautiful. The next would be, in a crowded digital lending escape, what do you believe truly differentiate Five's model? Product innovation, risk approach, or a customer experience?
I think so. See, lending is one product which is has to be risk first, and so what we believe is we have been able to underwrite the customers pretty well, fully digital way. So today we process almost like 2 million customers every month, and we are able to deliver that within 3 to 5 seconds the money to the end consumer. But at the end of the day, in lending, the risk has to be pretty, selective, and we have, actually deployed a lot of models to really do the real-time decisioning. We have invested heavily on the tech and the analytics platforms, which helps to decision those customers on real-time basis. So to me, looks like in the digital lending as well as the any lending, the risk is pretty important, and the customer experience definitely matters, because in the digital world you cannot take 5 hours to underwrite and deliver the money.
Yeah.
Right. So, but you have to blend with the risk as well as the customer experience as well as the product innovation as well, right? So, as in last 4 5 years, we also introduced a new product where we call it as our impact category for lending, where we have the tie-up with the merchants from these three different vertical: education, health, and the insurance, where we help their products to be sold on EMIs, and we power those EMIs. That's how we have. I think so. Product innovation is also important at the end of the day.
So I also have a similar opinion, because Five, when it comes to product innovation, customer experience, and the experience of risk appetite, has been right mixture of customer getting crack into it, and that's the reason I think you're positive in all the parameters. So another one, what are the some underappreciated technology innovations that have quietly shaped the industry? So,
Again, see, I think so. AI has been there, which has been there for some time. We have been using that, but now I think so. There is a more, I think so, uses and really, really, more used case are being really examined now and. But from technology side, I believe that how do you underwrite those customers better is where I feel personally is the crux within the lending industry, right? And those how do you decipher those informations coming from bureaus? Bureau data is available with everyone, but how do you bring those data, convert that into the decision making variables and then use them is very very critical, and I feel personally that's where a lot of people I would call it as they undermine that technology uses,
uses
and that's where I think so we have been able to pretty do a good job
on that.
in within the analytics team and the tech framework within the company.
So just one follow-up question on this. I think Five was the first one to launch technology-enabled behavior score long in, I think, during the pre-time of COVID. So how that exactly behavior score works and what are the, does it help in collection with a void modulation or exactly how the behavior score gets combined with credit score? A little line on that.
So, we underwrite the customer not one time. We underwrite the customers every month because every month customers behavior in terms of how he repays, whether he repays one day earlier, whether he repays 5 days early, one day late. So those are the behavior which we capture every month, every day of the customers, and those are used in every month decisioning of the customers. So that is where I feel personally that we have been able to do a good job in identifying those set of customers early on, the risky set of customers, as well as we are able to, underwrite those customers much better. Like we can keep giving more lines who are giving more, who are giving better, risk behavior versus the others. So that's how we are using it.
As a Five expands into large ticket personal loans, cards, and partnership, what the next frontier you're most excited about?
I spoke about the checkout financing or the BNPL
Yes.
financing, right? That's one frontier which I feel personally that it could be a large enough. We are investing heavily on that business. Today, we work with large insurance companies to help them in premium financing. We work with the education companies, right from universities to schools to the online skill upgradation companies, and then we also work with the large hospitals as well as the wellness clinics where those transactions can be converted using our EMIs. That is one product. That is one business which we are really really very very excited and very very positive about it. That this could be a big. Today also it's almost like 40-50% of my new acquisitions happens through this channel, and AUM level also it is like 20-25% AUM is coming from that channel, and that's one channel. Definitely on the personal loan side, partnership is very very critical. So we are spending good amount of efforts and time in building the partnerships with the large platforms. Yeah, that's how I think so. Pretty excited on the next 2 to 5 year journey in the lending space.
So the last question. What does the funding slowdown means for the new age fintechs? As somebody who has cracked the code numerous times, what would you suggest to the budding new age fintech founders?
Interesting question. So, see again. one need to identify the problem, what he is trying to solve. That is one critical. And in this era, again, never do any business which is unit economic
Yeah.
negative, right? And always build in a right way, fashion, from the think from customer perspective first, rather than think that what I can milk out of the customers, because
Customers.
that's how the long term businesses can be built. So you have to think always, you have to wear the customer hat, rather than the lender hat.
Lender.
Lender hat always, we always are there to make profit, but at the end of the day we cannot also you know uh, be irresponsible lending. So we
Yeah.
have to be responsible lender. And whichever I would say, lending or any other business, you always have to solve a problem
Yes.
with a clear, positive unit economic level, rather than at a negative
Negative.
unit economics level.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your wonderful time. And I think we really enjoyed your learnings and the takeaways.